Hello. We are live, and I just walked in. I was texting with Mark Lowry. I'm sorry. I haven't even got the peace table cleared here. There's so much going on. We've got so much to talk about. But you have joined us here at the Blue Plate Special, Wisdom Harbor Studios. I'm Andy Andrews. We're in Orange Beach, Alabama at the Wharf. And, man, it is cold. It is cold here. Hey, Scott Dawson, how are you doing? It is cold. It is cold here, man. They just went back in the offices, and I said, it is cold. And everybody kind of looked up at me and go, you're cold? And I said, yeah, I'm cold. I think they were happy about it because I'm kind of never cold. But, yes, it is Groundhog Day. It sure is. And, shoot, I didn't even turn that off. I'm so sorry. I'm telling you, there's a lot going on, and we've got some really cool, funny, fun, cool, great things to talk about today. If you're just joining us and you're new to us, if you're on Facebook, welcome. We're glad to have you, and at least until they shut me down. Click your notification button there and turn the notifications on your phone. Then you'll be notified when we're on. And also, if you wouldn't mind sharing, that would be great. Share while you can. They're bound to cut me off sometime. So just share while you can. And also, hi to the Instagram folks, to the Twitter universe, and to the YouTube people. Click that submit button if you can. Hey, Marcy, how are you doing? So, Rainey in Washington, Judith from Washington State, Gene McDonald. You're in Bragg City, Missouri? Why are you in Bragg City, Missouri, Gene? You must be singing. Yep, love that Gene McDonald. Joy Gregory, hey. So, did you like the podcast? The brand new podcast has Little M on it, and it is. We had a great time doing that. I'll just tell you. Little M is our Generation Z person. This is Emily Isbell. And she, we thought, man, this is getting kind of funny around the office here. And so Matt decided to put both of us on the professional noticer. And so we did it. We, put that thing out. And Matt was we kind of had a generation off. Is what we did. We had the Generation Z, which was her. She's like 7 years old, kind of a smart aleck. And then you had, me, baby boomer. Hey, Big G, how you doing? Eva Jean Hodge. Yeah, so the baby boomer. So I got to ask her a question, and then she would ask me a question, then I would ask her a question, she asked me a question. And Matt was the judge. He said he was impartial, but not so much, I'll just tell you. So seems like that, it seems to me like that he was like leaning her way. And I think the millennial is closer to a Gen Z than he is to a baby boomer. But I think he kind of leaned her way. I thought that he was leaning my way as we started because he actually took a point away from her. But when Matt would not tell us what the real rules were and how he was judging and awarding points, I figured I was kind of sunk. But it was fun and funny, I think. I was still laughing. I went home last night and I told Polly, I said, you got to watch this podcast because, first of all, Little M is going to make you mad. I told that to Polly. I said, she's going to make you mad because, I had her finish. I said, I want you to finish a couple of sentences, just some songs. You'll hear it. Listen to the podcast, but you'll hear it. But I asked her, I said, I need you to finish a couple of sentences for songs. for me. Okay. And, one of them I said was, the day that Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie. And I forget what she said. It was something like, fence? No, wasn't a fence. And I said, but Polly loves that song, And so I said, she hadn't heard it? I said, no, she hadn't heard it. I said she had a good answer, though, because I said, finish this one. And I said, come ride this little train that is rolling down the track to the... And she said, cul-de-sac? So, no, it's junction. It's junction. But, cul-de-sac does probably sound better. Come ride this little train that is rolling down the track to the cul-de-sac. Sounds better, Anyway, but that Gen Z, she didn't know Petticoat Junction. She didn't know Ode to Billy Joe. She didn't know Jed Clampett. I said, come and listen to a story about a man named, and something like Frank. Yeah, come and listen to a story about a man named Frank. That'll make a great TV show. Okay, so Scott Dawson and Tara did, Scott, I know you're watching, but Tara's not. But by the way, Scott, it is your anniversary. Okay, so don't forget. 29 years, dude, you have been married. 29 years she has put up with you. So don't forget. I mean, go buy some flowers or something, okay? Do something for this. I think 29 years, 29 is like, that's the Teflon anniversary, I think. So it's okay to buy her something Teflon. Dylan, hey, Adam's in school. I'm going to talk about you guys in a minute. I'm just going to tell you, Dylan, you guys are just like, you're freaking me out. So Gulf Coast Nation freaking me out. I'll talk about that in a minute. Now, hey, what do you, there's a shirt? What do you think about the shirt? I love this shirt. Now, this shirt was a gift, but I have a history of these shirts because I found these shirts years ago when there was just like one or two of them. And this is a Sea Dog shirt. Okay, Matt, can we see the back of my shirt? Okay. Land of the free because of the brave. That's what this one, but there's so many of them. But Sonny Brownlee, my buddy from Columbus, Mississippi, gave me the shirt. Now, Sonny knows she's friends with Mr. Dog. I don't think they call him that. His actual name is Bill Sparks, but he's Sea Dog's daddy, okay? And so seadog.com is where you can get this cool stuff, and it's all centered around the pirate Dalmatian, okay? And I've probably got 10 or 12 of their shirts. But seadog.com, Bill Sparks was an artist for Disney at one time. And he is a great story. Bill Sparks was dyslexic and has just kind of created this awesome empire. Very interesting guy. Matt, we need to have Bill on the podcast. We need to book. Just write him down there somewhere, right? Because we want to call, ask Sonny how to get in touch with Bill.
All righty.
And let's get him on a podcast. What a great story. But I just love these T-shirts. So that's seadog.com. Go look. They even have college versions. The Sea Dog with helmets on and stuff. It's very, very cool. And, okay, so let me skip a little bit here. And now I'm going to tell you about the trade, too. Remember the trade that was happening? We're trading every time between the blue plates. We have something good. I think you might want to get in on this. But let me just tell you now that I can reveal something that has made me nervous for a while. Mark Lauer, you listening? Jimmy Yeary, you listening? Okay. All right. When we get through here, I want you to just go to YouTube and look at Gulf Coast Nation look at their video that they posted this morning. It's about what they did like a week or so ago. And it kind of freaks me out. Now you see, Matt, can they see this picture? You know, Adam and Dylan from Gulf Coast Nation, gulfcoastnation.com. You definitely want to subscribe to their YouTube channel, all right? But what they do is they take people fishing for sharks. And they, like, catch them from the beach. I mean, nobody gets seasick. They have beautiful chairs. You can order you can order pizza. They'll have pizza delivered. They'll cook you a steak. They'll cook you hamburgers. Play with the kids. I mean, it's an event. I'm telling you. But meanwhile, they tag and release sharks from the beach. They kayak the baits out because the baits are too big to cast, and the reels are too big to cast too. But here's just one picture of a tiger shark. That's Adam. And they've tagged in are releasing that tiger shark. That tiger shark there was 12 feet, 3 inches long. And so on the NOAA chart, they tagged these sharks for NOAA. And so that translate on that NOAA chart to 1,050 pounds. So that's a big shark. And so in any case, they tell me a few weeks ago that they're going to go fishing in California. Really? Yeah, had an invitation. I mean, people watch these videos that they do on YouTube. They come out every week, and they watch them, and they come here. I mean, literally drive from all over the country, people to fish with them, because they take families and take groups fishing on the beach, catching sharks, tag release them, great pictures, great videos. It's just an unbelievable experience, right? And so these guys, I wish I liked anything as much as Adam and Dylan like to fish. And yeah, NOAA, Marcy Cross tells us what are the tags for it. Yeah, NOAA tracks the sharks because they go all over the world. There's no nets out there. It's all temperature and food. And so they're tracking them. Yeah, they track the sharks. And so Adam and Dylan tag them for NOAA. And they, take people to experience this. One night, I think it was last summer, one night they caught 6 tiger sharks in one night. Okay? And it's nuts. And yes, who asked me that? Can I see? Did I roll down? Yeah, Linda Rogers called and said that you have not seen their latest video. You follow them on Facebook. They scare me just on Facebook. So is the video going to give me a heart attack? I don't know. Gave me one. It certainly increases Polly's prayer life. Okay, so and I'm going to tell you what you see. I'm actually going to show you a little clip from their video, and just hang right there because this is. I told Tammy in Publix last night. I saw Tammy. She works at Publix. She's a pharmacist at Publix, and I told Tammy. I said, "Hey, by the way, just heads up, you want to watch the video, the Gulf Coast Nation video that the guys are releasing at 6 a.m. tomorrow." She said, "Really?" I said, yeah, you really want to watch it. She said, "I watch a lot of them." She said, "This one's special?" Yeah. I told her, I said, I don't know, what are there, 10, 12 people that can say, yeah, my kid walked on the moon. And I could hear that. I could say, somebody say, yeah, my kid walked on the moon. I said, yeah. Well, my kid did this. And they would say, seriously? Just wait. So they, they go to California to fish. Now, I told you, I wish I liked anything as much as they like to fish. Anything. Okay, they had 28 charters in July last year, right? And do you know what they do on their days off? They go fishing. I used to think I liked to fish. Now I realize, just like a bare minimum thing for me compared to them. But anyway, so they say, yeah, we got invited and we're going to go to California. Oh, really? Oh, good. Okay. So they went, because Adam's still in school. So they went on Martin Luther King weekend, long weekend, went out, and they fished. They kayaked their baits out. And they each landed from the beach. They each tagged and released a great white. So Matt took just a little bit of the footage just to show you a little bit of this. You can watch just like a 15-minute video. You watch the whole thing on YouTube when we get through here. And I really wish you would, and I really wish you would subscribe to their channel. These guys are doing, it's amazing stuff. They are both such conservationists. They care more about these sharks than they care about their parents. I'm just telling you. They take gentle care. You get them on the beach, they back in the water. They get their pictures of back in the water and get them quickly, the hooks out, and make sure they're tagged. It's amazing. So, yes, Judith DeWitt, a great white. So, you want to just see just a little bit of this? Matt, could you play it?
Obviously, the waves are not the same as they are on the Gulf Coast. No panhandle waves here, so Adam's gonna have to pay attention, time it out, but I think he's got it. So I'll let you guys go with him. Adam is now on. Whoa! Clicker, baby. Oh! It's worth the kayak, Adam?
Yes!
Hey! You got you a fishy. Spot me. That's so white. Oh, guys! No! Dude, it's a great white. Guys, we gotta get him out quick. Get him in quick. Pop it open if you can. Like, tension off, tension off.
Okay. They caught one that was a little small, one that, I say small. The small one was 8 feet long, and the bigger one was a lot bigger. I asked Adam, I said, there where you said, spot me, like that, what were you saying to Dylan? And he said that, they're harnessed. They got a harness on. And the reel is clipped to the harness or hanging on here. Now, when they have a client and a client is hooked to a fish, they stand between the water and the client, and they put their hand on the rod. They hold the rod. But when Adam said, "Spot me," he said, I felt like it was about to be, because the drag on the reel, when you hear that line going out zzz, like that. That's drag so that this 200-pound line won't break, okay? And so it slips, and they'll keep it like 65 or 70 pounds of drag, meaning it takes that much pressure to pull that line out. So when you're seeing that thing go zzz, that's a ton of pressure. And Adam felt like he was getting overbalanced. Spot me. Hold on to the thing. But they're nuts. They're just nuts. I'm just telling you. But I'm so happy for them. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, have you ever heard anybody catching a great white from the beach? So, anyway, Adam and Dylan, Gulf Coast Nation, definitely watch their video, pass it around. They're very excited, and I know you're excited for them. I am. Subscribe to their channel, and hey, bring your family, bring your buddies. That would be a great corporate event, wouldn't it? Because they'll take 5 or 6 people a lot of times, and they'll all team up, because it's funny to see how quickly people wear out when they're fighting, where they say, okay, your turn. But watch some of their videos. It's a lot of fun. A great white from the beach. And Adam said that, that going through that wave like that, I mean, you're talking about January in California water. And so he said it was freezing. But anyway. Okay. Yeah, Kevin Perkins says, yeah, we've been nuts before. We have. We have. I can't say a whole lot about Dylan and Adam. I do, but I don't tell them, because Polly and I were talking about, in the bedroom one afternoon about, my God, they're going to California, or, I mean, during all this COVID stuff, and just they're going, and and I said, I hate to say it, but I do understand it, because Kevin and I, when we were their age, it was like a 17-foot boat, and we would look out at the Gulf, and it'd be like, 10-foot seas or something. We got our little 17-foot boat with a little horsepower motor, and there would be like 10-foot seas, and Kevin and I'd be going, it doesn't look too rough, does it? It doesn't look too rough. Looks like we could do this. So, Kevin, I understand it. Lord. Kevin, do you remember the first time we took Glenda out with us? I don't know if you guys were engaged or you just gotten married, but I remember the first time Glenda was with us, and I remember going through the past and looking back, Glenda putting on a life jacket. And I'm going, well, yeah, I guess this is kind of crazy, isn't it? But I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Okay, so the trading thing. Let me just tell you this, and we'll get out of here. A lot of good things going on. I really appreciate it. I'm seeing some comments about the Hank Aaron piece. We sent that out. I wrote that the day after Hank passed away, and then it got such a good response, the writing, that we came back in and videoed it. So if you haven't seen it on video, I'm just like telling the story on video. It really is good. Matt threw the pictures in, and then the ending was so great. Matt, you did such a good job with that, because using Milo Hamilton's voice there at the end. There's a drive way back. It's deep. It looks like that ball's out of here. A home run. I mean, it was just, did give you chills. So very cool. All right. So the trading thing, we started the first blue plate of the year with a safety pin. Now, I'm not going to go through all the trades so far, because here we are. We're in February now. But I got to say that I'm a little... I mean, I was hoping that after a year we would turn the safety pin into something. You trade up. And but it's been funny. And I got to say I'm a little bit shocked at... Are you, Matt? I mean, does this kind of shock you?
Extremely shocked.
Really? Yeah. Little M, what do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know. I thought with a safety pin I might be up to a clothespin by now. And I was hoping by the end of the year we would come up with something that would be cool that we'd done a year. It's only February, right? And so, as you know, last week we traded, or no, it was Tuesday, just Tuesday. We traded some Jimmy Urey notes from his song, the song that went number 1 for Tim McGraw. Jimmy Urey wrote the song "I Called Mama," and I had traded Jimmy a shell that Aiden, his son, had used, and so I traded these notes from the beginnings of writing "I Call Mama." I traded these notes to the owners of the Floribama. And so Cam and John, the owners of the Floribama, they're going to, frame the notes and put Tim McGraw's picture in it and Jimmy Urey's picture in it, put the album in there. And, the song went number 1. Tim McGraw's had 44 number 1 songs, and this is the biggest one he's ever had. So they're going to frame this and put it up in the Floribama. And so I traded it to them for 2 one-year memberships to the Floribama. This is free admission, including the mullet toss, to every night of the year. Membership night every Thursday night, a free drink, 5% liquor at discount, a 10% discount at the gift shop, 10% off the menu items at the bar and grill, 10% off the menu items at the yacht club, 10% or $10 off jet ski, $25 off the pontoon. So a year-long, 2 year-long memberships, and an 8-hour pontoon rental, which is these cool double-decker pontoons that they rent out. They have a slide on them. We see people going by, and it is hilarious. But so, this is an 8-hour pontoon rental and 2 year-long memberships. So, man, we had some people, that were kind of, coming in Facebook, coming in YouTube, coming in AndyAndrews.com, emailing, said, "Hey, I'll trade you this. I trade." And so we made the trade. We made the trade with Jeff and Edie Jacobs. Okay, so Jeff and Edie Jacobs are now the owners of the 2 one-year 2021 memberships, the 8-hour pontoon rental. And let me tell you what we have now that we'll be trading before next Tuesday. All right, right now we have 3 nights, 3 vacation nights in sunny Surfside, which is their rental house, their beach house, the rental house, Fort Morgan, Gulf Shores area. And so listen to this. Our beach house, sunny Surfside, has a beautiful view of the Gulf of Mexico, 100 yards from the famous white sand beaches. Spacious, newly remodeled home, 5 bedrooms, a bunk room, 4.5 bathrooms, great for families or large groups, 2 separate living areas and a game room, a library, 2 screen porches, large deck areas surrounding a private pool, all overlooking the Gulf. And this thing, let's see, master suite, fabulous ocean view. It will comfortably sleep 16 people. Lower level includes a family room, opens to a screen porch, pool area, 2 bedrooms, and a small bunk room are also located on this level. The pool is surrounded. Have you got pictures? You showing some pictures? The pool is surrounded by a large deck area overlooking the ocean, separate fenced play area just off the lower screen porch, allows you to keep children away from the pool area if you'd like. There's also an outside shower, ample parking provided, and there's room for 2 vehicles in the garage and plenty of additional parking there. And so, they've X'd out a couple of holiday days, okay, but whoever gets this in a trade, This is just going to call Jeff and Edie and figure out your 3 days or your 3 nights. What do you think? I mean, for a safety pin, how about this? And so, anyway, if you have anything to trade, a horse, we don't even know. I mean, I used to hear this old commercial when I lived in Dothan, Alabama, and it was a car dealership. And I forget which car dealership, but the radio commercials would always say, we trade anything from steamboats to billy goats. So now, I'm not taking a billy goat for this, okay? But maybe a steamboat, maybe. But if you have something unique and valuable that you would like to trade, hey, just let us know, because we're going to be trading it with somebody. And I think that... we would love to have you down there. Muwazamos, you're in Uganda. Dude, I appreciate you tuning in. What time is it in Uganda? I'm just curious. So if you have, like Jennifer Peters says, I got a scooter. Okay, well, send pictures, send description. You never know. Never know what we'll trade for here. We've already been offered some amazing things, and so not for this yet, because this is the first time we're announcing this, but thanks to Jeff and Edie Jacobs for playing along, and they are awesome people, and what a great thing. I mean, they got a good thing, and we're just amazed. So anything else? Anybody got any questions before we go? Anything anybody would like to say? I know I need to let you go so that you can go watch the Gulf Coast Nation video, so that you can get on seadog.com, get you a t-shirt. Hey, don't forget that we have the Coupon Fridays going. So, all the stuff, everybody who has signed up to our mailing list, that's at andyandrews.com. All you got to do is sign up for the VIP mailing list. And every Friday, we send coupons for the site so that you can get, the stuff you want at a discount. And we're also going to be putting some special stuff there. And I hope you get a chance to watch the Hank Aaron video. We had a good time doing that. I hope you get a chance to watch that. And if you wouldn't mind posting that and passing it around. By the way, somebody asked me about the jersey that we showed. And we brought the jersey. I'm looking at it right here out in the museum store area, whatever we call that. But we brought it in here. And I had it beside me when we did the video version of this. And somebody was asking me, was that Hank's jersey? Yes, it is a real Hank Aaron, number 44 Braves jersey. And if you look at it in the video, you'll see there's writing below it. Get this. That jersey, it's here, available for you to see. But it is signed not only by Hank Aaron, but that jersey is signed by every single major leaguer who hit more than 500 home runs, except for the 2 guys who did it before World War II, Babe Ruth and Jimmy Fox. Those are the only ones that have not signed it. But everybody else that, hit 500 more home runs, Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, they're all there. And I looked the other night, I was looking at some of those names, and do you know that the names that all hit 500 more home runs that have signed that jersey, 6 of them also had 3,000 hits, which is like a huge milestone in baseball. Marla says, how do we send the trade photo? Send it to Andy at andyandrews.com. Just send your photo, your submission for trade, your description of your item. And so, yeah, we got to, David Pratt says, wow, dude, you got to come and see. You've got, and of course, if you get the 3 nights at sunny Surfside, you just come in, hang out a day with us. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff in here that I've collected through the years. But that shirt is pretty amazing. And it's just one of the things. I see a couple of Manning helmets, Manning football, some Nancy Lopez stuff, some Nick Saban stuff, some Jim Tressel stuff, Roy Rogers hat. I ever told you about my Roy Rogers hat? I got a Roy Rogers hat signed by Roy. He was getting kind of old when he signed it, but I treasure it because I have the only hat that's signed like that. I mean, I'm sure some other people have a white Roy Rogers hat signed by Roy Rogers, but mine is a little bit different. It says, "To Andy, Happy Trigger, Roy Rogers." He was getting a little old when he did that, and I mentioned that when the shelf broke, but I'm looking at it right now, and I didn't say anything. I'm going to say, it's Happy Trails. Roy's Happy Trails. Trigger was your horse. Did I ever tell you that I sat next to Dale Evans on a flight one time?
I don't think you did.
Yeah, it was very cool. She was, she and Roy were both very old. Roy was not there. It was just her. But I got to talk to Dale Evans, and it's very neat. I said that when I was growing up and watching the shows, I said I loved Bullet. Bullet was their dog. And she said, "Really?" She said, "We have Bullet still in our den." I was like, "Really?" She said, "Yeah." I said, she said, "Well, we had a taxidermist do Bullet." And I was like, "Wow, okay." And then and I said something about Trigger. And she said that Roy had Trigger done at the taxidermist too. And Trigger's reared up on his back. I didn't know what to say. I did tell her though. I said, "Wow, that's incredible. I guess we can only hope Roy dies before you do." That'd be very interesting. But yeah, Bullet and Trigger, and I don't really know who died first, but if she died first, I'm sure she's taxidermied up somewhere there. But all right, sure appreciate you guys being here. I ain't got anything else to say, but I don't want to leave because I just kind of like being with you guys. But I am gonna leave. Luann Wright, you did see Trigger at the old museum they had, and the great. Dale's not there, though, is she? I hope not. I hope not. Yeah, that would be like a bad episode of one of those nasty television shows. So, but anyway, all right. Well, I guess that's it for today. I had a lot of work to do today. I've got a lot of work. I got some phone calls I got to make. Edgar, I need to call you. Benji, got to call you. Texted with Tony. What else have I got to do? I got to write. We've got some big things coming up that I can't tell you about yet that I'm and see, I'm a blabbermouth. I want to just tell you everything. I just want to tell you all of it. But I can't. I got to wait, So, anyway, thank you guys so much. And remember, let me just say this as we go out. Come ride this little train that is rolling down the track to the cul-de-sac. Petticoat Junction. Yeah, the cul-de-sac. This was great. Be sure to watch the podcast. Bye-bye.